I'm Diana Steele, and I'm here at Fresh Street Market in West Vancouver, and today I wanted to talk about breakfast. Despite the fact that we know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, 40% of Canadians are still skipping breakfast. And that's really skipping an opportunity to get some of your key nutrients. Not only that, but breakfast gives us that brain boost that we all need first thing in the morning. After that 8-hour fast of not eating since dinner or bedtime snack, our brain energy has dropped, our blood sugar levels have dropped, and our brain is not getting the carbohydrates that it needs. Research shows that when you eat breakfast, you are more alert, you have better concentration, and you perform better on skill testing questions and academics. And students actually do better at school when they have breakfast. So there's no excuse for why everyone shouldn't be eating breakfast. But in addition to that, did you know that people who eat breakfast tend to have a healthier body weight? And for those that are trying to lose weight, if you eat breakfast, you have better success with your weight loss goals, and long-term weight loss is easier when you're eating breakfast. So those are fantastic reasons to eat breakfast. But in addition to all of those things, there are some winning combinations of foods that I wanted to talk to you about when you're planning your breakfast to make sure that you're getting all of the nutrients in one package. And one of the nutrients that's very important at breakfast is iron. Iron comes from whole grain cereals, especially breakfast cereals that have had iron added to them, or anything that's a whole grain, as well as things like egg yolk, nuts and seeds, and leafy green vegetables. Meat, fish, and poultry are also great iron sources, but they don't tend to fall into our breakfast foods. And so the type of iron that is in our breakfast foods is a non-heme iron. And non-heme iron from plant sources is not easily absorbed. So when you're planning your meals, you want to make sure that you have a source of vitamin C. Vitamin C comes from foods like 100% pure fruit juice like orange juice, and orange juice in particular over apple juice, because orange juice has that extra vitamin C. Or if you were to have an orange, or maybe some strawberries, or even bell peppers or spinach in an omelet, those are great sources of vitamin C. The more vitamin C you have, the better absorption of iron. And also it helps you absorb that iron and store it as ferritin. So getting that combination of a whole grain or a nut with your vitamin C for that iron absorption is really important. The other important nutrient is getting protein. Protein acts like an anchor for your energy and makes it last a little bit longer. So good protein foods would be things like peanut butter, milk, yogurt, and especially something like a Greek yogurt would give you that extra protein in there for your meals. And of course, eggs and nuts and seeds. So including some protein in your meal, in addition to having the carbohydrates. Carbohydrates coming from things like oatmeal, like Quaker Quick Oats, or having a whole grain bread, or a whole grain wrap, or a whole grain cereal. Those will give you the carbohydrates, as well as your fruits and vegetables. Potassium is another important nutrient, and a diet that is high in potassium and low in sodium has been shown to reduce blood pressure. So some winning combinations, I would say, if you had some oats and then you cooked it with, if you can't have milk, cook it with orange juice and then sprinkle it with some walnuts for some protein. You could even sprinkle some protein powder in there if you wanted, and then maybe some dried cranberries, and you've got a perfect combination. Or have your oats and cook it with milk to get the extra protein in there. Again, sprinkle it with some toasted walnuts and maybe some dried cranberries or raisins, and have a glass of orange juice on the side for your extra vitamin C to help you absorb that iron. Another combination would be to have, say, oats with orange juice and yogurt blended in